Sir, what do you think is the future of the global economy in 5 to 10 years' time?
Thank you so much, Sir Rico, for having me and for your first question. I think the pandemic has really forced us to adapt to the fourth phase of globalization. It wouldn't be surprising that in the span of 5 to 10 years, there will be changes in our global economy. And when I talk about changes, I'm talking about changes in trends and supply and demand because the fourth phase of globalization influence those changes. Also, I can say that China can outnumber the US because of many factors, and one of it is online shopping, which more of many items are from China or manufactured by China. Also, on the other hand, I can say that developing countries would remain a developing countries because they won't be able to catch up right away. And worst case scenario, the pandemic and the globalization would really damage their economy real good.
Now, Chad, who do you think are the winners and the losers in this age of globalization amidst a pandemic?
I can say tech companies, digital companies like Facebook, Netflix, and Google. Also, any industry that has something to do with technology, because during the pandemic, people need to associate themselves with technology in order to adapt the new normal. That's why it is in great demand. While on the other hand, hospitality industries like travel, tourism, restaurants, hotels is greatly affected by the pandemic since their line of work is cannot be done online. It cannot give online fulfillment, and different protocols and type of quarantines hinder us from joining their economic activity.
Also, how do you think technology plays an important part in overcoming this current crisis?
Not to be exaggerated, but I think the technology saves us. What I meant is that it helped us not to lose our sense of communication with our loved ones. It helped us continue our classes, our works from our homes, and as a form of entertainment, it gives comfort. It helps us relieve our stress. And I'd like to add that through technology, acquiring your needs has never been easy. Like you can have your food literally right next to your door. And also, during this pandemic, technology is really a great instrument for contact tracing, for contactless transaction. It opens a lot of opportunity. I, I really can't imagine our situation, our pandemic without the help of technology.
For your last question, Sir Chad, your forecast for the Philippine economy amidst all of this.
Honestly speaking, from my point of view, I don't think that our economy can come back where they left off because of many factors like thousands of cases every day. We're still having them. The unemployment rate is really high. We have tons of debts, and no matter what, 2 years you gotta elect new leader, meaning new policy. I think we need to reassess this situation. We need to relocate our funds. Like for example, in the Philippines, wherever you look, you're gonna see malls. But in this time of globalization, online shopping is really a thing. So we should invest our capital to online platforms and change those retails into real estate. Anyway, it's up to the government. It's how the government respond to these big changes can determine the recovery of our country.